Never thought I'd say this, but Pikachu, take this Thunderstone. Okay. Pikachu, what won't you take it?
Pikachu.
It'll make you strong.
Pikachu.
Here you go, Pikachu. Hello, everyone. I hope you're all having an amazing week, and I have brought you obviously something very special with that Pikachu evolution. You can call it electrifyingly special.
Move this man!
Anyways, it seems like all of you already have decks, but currently right now, there's one specific deck that's been causing chaos throughout the entire game, and that's the Celebi deck. As a self-proclaimed Pokemon champion of literally the entire world, Pokemon Unite, Pokemon TCG, Pokemon Go. This is all real, by the way. I'm here to show you how to defeat it, and yes, my Raichu does have something to do with this. Now, why am I choosing an electric deck here? The only reason why I'm choosing an electric deck is because the Celebi deck does need some setup from the Serpent Pokemon. I believe it's a Superior, right? And it does get a lot of help from bulky Pokemon like Executor. Blitzing all that, especially the Executor in the beginning, prevents the Celebi to get all its set up. So that's why I'm using that. Another reason why I'm using the electric deck is because the Misty deck is being played quite a bit, and the electric deck is a superior to water type. So that's huge. Not only that, but I've been seeing a lot of people playing the fire deck too, which is the Charizard deck, and the electric type deck is really good against Moltres. All the three birds are weak against electricity, so that's the other reason. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how this electric deck is built. I like to call it that electric blitz because that's exactly what we're trying to do. We're trying to blitz with this deck. One of the first cards I do have is the Dynamo. The Dynamo, I chose it because it does do 30 damage, and it only needs 1 energy. I have 2 of those, which is nice, and then they evolve into the electric Pokemon Eel, that electric eel, and it does have 80 HP, which is nice and bulky, and it only needs 1 energy to do 48 damage, which is nice. The main part is blitzing, and I do like to conserve my energy. My next card that I do have is the Pikachu. The Pikachu that I chose here is the one from the new Celebi packs. What this one does is for every bench Pokemon, it does 10 damage. So that's actually 30 damage that it can possibly do. That Pikachu is the one I use to end the game and use to evolve into a Raichu. That Raichu card does 140 damage. That's my trump card right there. That's the one I use to win basically most of my games. Those eels do evolve into Electros. That Electros does 80 damage, and it does have a potential to paralyze. I use the Electros as a defensive Pokemon most of the time too, just because of its high HP, the 140. Not only is it a defensive Pokemon, but it does do 80 damage, and it's huge. Both or all of my eels, both my Electros or my Electric, which is the other eel, those are my sacrificial Pokemon to basically send out my Raichu at the end. So they're just there to just kind of be sacrificed, but also they do quite a bit of damage without using that much energy. The next main card I do have is the Zapdos. The Zapdos is nice because I also use it as a defensive Pokemon. I like to, if I do have it as one of my cards first in my hand as the game opens up, I like to send it out first, use it as defense, and then that peg does chip damage with that 20. And again, you only need 1 energy. If nothing really good is coming out in your hand, it's nice because you can keep pouring on energy, and then after that, you have Thundering Hurricane. The last and final card that I do have is my Pikachu EX. Most electric decks do have the Pikachu EX because it's just so powerful. I normally don't try to summon it first. It's usually like a secondary summon. It has the potential to do 90 damage, which is huge. It's one of the most powerful Pokemon. If you can get it up and stacked with energy as soon as you can give out good pressure. I have the potions, basically like a little shield for their chip damage that they're trying to do to your Pokemon. It just buys you more time. I do have the X speed because, again, efficiency of energy is very important and is key. I think it's key to all my decks. So X speed is huge. I always have 2 of those. The Pokeballs are the main thing for me too, because I'm trying to get all my basic Pokemon in as soon as possible. The other main card that I do have is the Professor. My main goal with the Professor's research is to help me bring in all my playable cards on my hand out into the field faster than your opponent. If you can set up faster than your opponent, you're ready to go and you're gonna win. I do have Sabrina there just for those occasional situations where you have a Pokemon that you can't really beat, but you've already chip damaged most of their bench. And Lieutenant Search is huge, especially for my Raichu. If you were setting up, let's say, the Pikachu from before and you have 2 energies on it, normally you don't want to let that Pikachu die, the Pikachu EX. You always bring it back, basically because that Pikachu has 2 energy. Now it's basically an energy storage for when the Raichu comes out. So now when you have that Pikachu and you evolve it into the Raichu and it's your main Pokemon out there in the field, you can use a Lieutenant Search to basically grab those energies from that Pikachu EX or whatever Pokemon is in your bench and put all that energy into the Raichu, and now the Raichu's stacked up and ready to go and ready to win the game for you. Please try it out. You're gonna get so many wins. I guarantee over 50%, 100%. Here's my first battle, and funny enough, it was against the Celebi deck. So the first thing that's happening here that we see is the Dynamo, which I should actually be sending that out right now, which is a better play, just because I do have the evolution. So I should be doing that, but instead, I kind of get greedy and send out the Pikachu EX. Which it's not a great move. I shouldn't be doing that, but since I did it and I got super greedy with it, now I had to supplement it and support it by putting down my little Dynamos, right? Because it strengthens my Pikachu. And now this is the execute. We gotta take it down as soon as we can. See, if we had the Dynamo up first, we could have done 30 damage, right? With just 1 electric energy, and it would have already started like knocking it down, like putting pressure on them, but I didn't. Since I have the Pokeballs, we're gonna get them all out. We're gonna look for a nice supporting Pokemon to help us out, and here to finish up the trifecta for my bench. We're gonna see what would be the best. Nice. I see Pikachu and Zapdos. Zapdos would be nice for defensive purposes, but I think right now I do want to provide some pressure, and I kind of want to get my Pikachu set up because I do have a deadly killer with that Pikachu once it evolves as a Raichu. It'll be my end-all be-all. It'll take down the Celebi or whatever Pokemon he brings out. So I'm going to start setting up my finisher with the Pikachu. I have to put all my energy into the Pikachu at EX because I already started supporting it. We can't go back. We got to focus on that. Because as soon as you start changing your mind too many times, you really don't have a strategy and you're just going everywhere in circles. Now I'm evolving my little Dynamos into those little eels. I got my Pikachu fully stacked with energy. Now it's time to keep the pressure on the Executor. They're already setting up their Celebi, and they already got a Snivy up there too, so we gotta watch out for that. We did get the evolution of my eel to an eel with arms. We're gonna start putting some energy on one of the eels. We're gonna finish this Executor off with the Pikachu EX. There we go, we just took one. The Executor's in there. Executor is always being used as a defensive Pokemon. So I'm sure he already has the Executor in his hand, or will have it in his hand very soon. Yep, there it is. Yeah, he wouldn't have just put it out like that. He would have put in the Celebi before that, because that would have been an easy kill for me. I'm stacking one of my eels so I can evolve it, and we just got to keep providing pressure. What are they gonna do? They're about to lose an Executor, so that's huge for me. I did get a Sabrina to switch something out and kind of toy with them later, but I don't believe I'm going to do that. I can finally evolve one of my eels. Perfect, that's set to go. That's going to be a big help later on, because they have so much HP, so it'll be like a tank for me. I'll be using that as a tank. There we go. There goes the second Executor. now it's the Celebi that needs to be taken out, which is going to be a pain. But right now it's not really set up like crazy, but it looks like those Snivies are evolving, and now it's going to become trouble. That's 5 rolls or flips of the coin. Every single time it's heads, it'll add a 50 damage. So that's kind of crazy. And we got super lucky with 100 damage. I don't know if you can even call that lucky, because that's still a huge chunk of damage. But we'll say we're lucky, and we survived with 20. We're obviously going to do a quick switch out. We're going to draw 2 cards. We get a little spray, which I'm just going to use it just for fun. Because why not? I don't like seeing my Pikachu hurting. Alright, and then now we're going to start supplying energy to our Pikachu. We're going to start to basically tell our cards how much we love them and bring out the heart of the cards out, right? And get our Raichu up. So hopefully we get that Raichu up soon. We'll set up that Pikachu and we'll be all good. Right now we're going to set up our fully evolved eel. Yep. Which is going to be our tank. Through this process, and it's going to do a fairly good amount of damage, which is 80. It's providing really good pressure. And then this flip gives us a chance of paralyzing the Celebi, which Celebi wouldn't be able to do anything the next turn, which will give us another opportunity to take it down without us being affected. But it didn't go our way. The Snivy or the Superior just came out, so that's plus 12 flips of the coin. And remember, every heads is 50 damage added, so that's kind of crazy. So fingers crossed. And here we go. Let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Crazy. 200. 200. Yeah, so that's down. It's not looking good, but we are gonna put this out, my eel. I think it's the only thing that we can do, because we don't want to put our Pikachu EX, because it gets if they knock it down, that's game over for us. The Pikachu, we still have a chance with Pikachu, and we get our Raichu, which is huge. And with that, that'll buy us some opportunity. We do also get Lieutenant Search, which is huge again. And we're going to put that energy into Pikachu. We're going to set it up so now next turn, no matter what, we'll have the other extra energy to supply it to our Raichu, and we can knock down any single Pokemon on the field with that Raichu's 140 attack. So now it's honestly game over. And GG's. So we'll let it play out. We're going to put it in our Zapdos for Intimidation Factor. We're going to end our turn. We did all we could. I'm not going to put in a Raichu in yet, because we want to make them think that they still have a chance to win, but they really don't. We just got to play with their food. So now they have 14 flips that they can do, which is insane. It looks so powerful, but it doesn't know that it's about to lose next turn. So I'm very proud of this. After this battle, I was running around my room. So let's see. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Insane. That's 400. 400. And there it goes. Yeah, that's crazy. And now, sending out my lovely, beautiful Pikachu. Just out there. There you go. It's ready to conquer the world. Look at my Lieutenant Surge. Okay, so now we're going to do what we do. We're going to send out the Pikachu. I kind of wanted to send out Sabrina just for fun, but it would be more of a sweeter victory if we take down that Celebi. Send out Lieutenant Surge just toss in more energy just for fun, and peek the Raichu, and then boom. And that's GG's. And that's how I've been beating all my Celebis. All the Celebis. They don't have a chance. Here we go. Round number 2. First of all, this battle in the beginning, I thought they kind of didn't have a strategy because they didn't know what exactly they were trying to do. But then after I realized that, okay, they made some good thoughts behind their deck. And it gave me quite a bit of trouble. So I send out my Zapdos EX. That's usually what I use as a defensive Pokemon, just because it does have a lot of HP, and I only need 1 energy to start putting pressure with my Peck. So there we go. We do send out a Dynamo, and we're already working to get our basic Pokemon out with our Pokeballs. So we get 1 of those out. We really don't want to send the Dynamo out yet. That other one that we just got, we're chilling. The only reason why I would end up sending another basic Pokemon out would be if I had my Pikachu EX, because we want to support it, because that would give us a more attack, right? But they do have that poisonous lizard up top, and that's going to be huge for them later on. Right now we're just kind of feeling each other. I'm trying to see what he's trying to do. Just because it threw me off that he had a dark type Pokemon, which was the coughing in there, and I was just in the fire, so it was just kind of a little bit goofy for me in the beginning, just because I didn't know what he was trying to do. Now I'm going to supply Zapdos with some energy to start putting pressure while it's up there. I'm going to put some HP just for just to do it, honestly, and just they have to work more to get that chip damage in on it. And I'm just going to keep pecking right through. Going to evolve my Dynamo, and I got my Pikachu EX. That's huge. It's still in the back, so we really don't need to just throw in our other Dynamo that's in our hand. We're just gonna just take it easy and pace ourselves right now. There's no need to just push anything. There's no pressure. We're gonna start setting up our Pikachu EX right now as soon as we can. We use our Professor just to see what cards we can work with. Okay, so okay, perfect. We got our Dynamo's evolution, so that's gonna be good later on. We're already starting to supply our Pikachu EX, and I honestly right now I was thinking of whether I should send out the Dynamo or not, but I just pass on that because I still want to send out my Pikachu for that Raichu at the end. So that's still my main end game play, and I need to make sure I have that Pikachu to win this game. So now you see he evolves that into a Weezing, and the Weezing is gonna play such a huge role in this game, and it's gonna let me know what they're trying to do. Because like I said, at first I didn't know what the heck they were trying to do, but now I understand. Weezing has Gas Leak, which will poison my Zapdos, and now that you see that Saladin or that lizard Pokemon, it does an extra 60 damage for any poisoned Pokemon up on the field. So that's gonna be huge for him if either the Weezing goes out, my Zapdos is still poisoned, or any of my other Pokemon. So those two Pokemon work very well together. My Pikachu EX is already set up, and I want to get it in there as soon as possible, just because my Zapdos is about to die, and I don't need him getting 2 points from my Zapdos dying. And I'm gonna start providing pressure with my Pikachu EX. That Dynamo already, I had to put it up just because of all that pressure that was being provided. I knew one of those Dynamos was gonna die, or I'm probably gonna end up using it as a sacrifice later on. And I still don't have my normal Pikachu, so even though I do have my Raichu, I don't have my Pikachu. So I'm just gonna keep that there, and we're gonna start setting up gameplay for later on, or setting up pieces for the end game. Now that we felt each other out, it seems like I do have the upper hand here, I do have an escape with my X speed if I do need to change out my Pikachu EX, because again I don't want to give them any leg room with them taking my Pikachu EX, because that gives them 2 points. I keep the pressure on, Weezing's out. My Pikachu is poisoned though, and now here is where that Saladin's going to come into play, because that extra 60 attack damage does quite a bit to my Pikachu EX, and that's going to provide a lot of pressure on me. I think I'm going to survive it barely. But I'm in a very good place. Like I said, I do have one of my Pokemon that I'm going to sacrifice right now, and that's going to be one of my Eels. It seems like they're not getting the cards they wanted, but they did get a good, nice play with that Saladin and that Weezing. I'm gonna just heal my Pikachu just because. I think. No, I didn't. Okay. So there we go. We're gonna get our Pikachu out. Yep, and then we're gonna put our electric eel in there. Yep, the one in the middle. I don't need them taking the other one yet. Yep. And we're gonna start supplementing energy onto the other one. Just because I know I'm not gonna put up my Zapdos up there anymore. Pikachu EX is done for the rest of the game. They're just gonna be Pikachu EX is just gonna be energy holders for my Raichu if I do get it later on. So that's the play on that one at the moment. Saladin evolved into Sadazzle. Sadazzle's gonna do some nice damage right now. 30. And I'm poisoned, so that's gonna do an extra 10. So basically next turn I'm done for. Heart of the cards guide me right here, right now, with the Professor Oak. And I got my Lieutenant Surge and my Pikachu together again, which is huge. Now I have everything I need to take over this game, and it's at that point it's really game over for them. Yeah, now it's just letting it all play out. Electric is the eel's name eel like electric. Anyways, that's out. My eel's poisoned still. Heatmore is out. This game is just completely on my side. My sacrificial Pokemon is actually putting in work, so that's even working more in my favor, even though I don't need that Pokemon out there right now. As you can see with the cards that I already have, this game is GG's.
A few moments later.
Yeah, look at that. Basically this right here. That was my sacrificial Pokemon. It was just taking out things. Now it's finally dead. Now I can go ham on him. Basically, I already had my setup. That one was already a sacrificial Pokemon. Even though my Electros is in there, I'm gonna put in some work, but I already have my Lieutenant Surges, my Pikachu. This game's over because then my Raichu's gonna come and take everything out. This is the game's already over.
Nice.
It's been over. So now we're just going with the flow, and
Yeah, just let it play out.
and it's just playing out, honestly. Yeah. So now I have my X speed. Okay. Now we're just gonna set up that Raichu because we want to end with a nice bang. All right, we're gonna supplement some energy on the Pikachu. We're just gonna mess with them and put out Sabrina just for fun. I like using up all my cards. And now, let's say they send something else. They have to use an energy to switch. So it's just wasting their energy. The more I can do that, the better. Yeah. And then there we go.
Oof.
Which is fine.
I hate getting tails.
I haven't actually gotten a heads in such a long time with my paralysis. I don't know why. With that Pokemon exactly though.
Yeah. Maybe it's just the algorithm.
Yeah, I don't know. They completely messed my thing up.
Since apparently everything is just an illusion. Nothing's real. in this game.
Everything is an illusion of this game.
Nothing is real.
Have you guys heard that all the pack openings have been already decided? Like, so you don't have to like flip through the packs through the pack cycle or the pack wheel. Like, it doesn't matter. You just click it. It would be the same cards on any pack that you would have chose.
No matter what.
No matter what. Kind of crazy. And also for the Wonder Picks.
The Wonder Picks, yeah.
Yeah, so they already chose which one you're gonna get.
It's pre-selected,
yeah. So, and I'm here like every day trying to like be like, oh,
like turning it around. Like
yeah,
closing your eyes.
Exactly. And for the Wonder Pick, I go like, oh, I start out with this one on the left, and then I move to the right, and for the next one. No, it doesn't matter.
I kept getting excited because I would close my eyes and just imagine where the Pokemon went. And I was like, dang, I'm good at this. Because I was getting a lot of like the full arts.
Yeah.
I was like, let's go. When I saw that post, I was like,
crazy. Alright, here we go. My Raichu's out. Lieutenant Search to end it all. Oh, it's just so satisfying winning with a Raichu Thunderbolt. 140. That's my cleanup. That's my trump card. And it's just so nice to win with it. And then there we go. If you have any cards or decks, a special card you want me to build a deck out of, too, let me know. I would love to do or make up some decks for all of you. Or if you want me to try out your deck, please like name out all the cards for your deck, and then I'll make a video of it, okay? Thank you all so much for supporting our videos. The last video did so great, and I want to thank Reaper for the amazing editing that he's been doing. He kind of grabbed me by the hair and be like, David, we can't do these other kind of videos. We got to actually do YouTube videos with like commenting and all this stuff. So again, thank Reaper for elevating the content here. And to help us continue having energy do all this and all that we do here, please comment, like, and just let our videos play throughout your day. Those watch times help out a ton, so please help us out and don't let all this effort go to waste. Thank you so much, team. Everyone have a good night or have a good morning. Bye-bye. Or 1 2 3 break.